And then she talks about a priest who was murdered on the altar. And then the music changes very abruptly.
I found that the story starts with a priest who was killed on the altar and sparked a war. Listen to the podcast Sacred Scandal.
Oh, are you guys listening to that podcast where the priest gets murdered on the altar? I sure am. I'll tell you what, I listened to it. Oh, it's so good. What's it called? It's, Dios mío. I don't know what it's called, but there you go. It's one of the amazing properties available for you if you listen over there on that iHeartRadio app. If you listen to us from out of state, let me know where you are. Christian listens in Killeen, Texas. Jonathan's in the Pacific Northwest. He's at Lacey, Washington. Amanda listens in Cary, North Carolina. And Selena is in Allentown, Pennsylvania. Any given Monday, your Guardians can lose. And they did to one of the worst teams in baseball. Last night, the Colorado Rockies, that was the first in that series out in Denver. 8-6 was the final. Broke the Guardians' 9-game winning streak. They hadn't lost since May 15th. But the Rockies had a good night. And so Guardians will try to even it up tonight. 8:40 tonight is your first pitch. So 8:10 around there. If you want to get the pregame coverage, that'll be there for you on MMS and on the iHeartRadio app. And then they'll play them tomorrow. Guardians will come home this weekend to host the Nationals. Actor Viggo Mortensen will be on the show tomorrow. You know who that guy is? Viggo Mortensen? Yeah. This guy, he's, in a world replete with Vigos. I think that he is, wasn't that the name of the bad guy in Ghostbusters 2?
Yeah, Viggo.
Viggo, right.
Carpathian.
The Carpathian. Yeah. But Viggo Mortensen has got a new Western film that's going to be in theaters everywhere on Friday, called The Dead Don't Hurt. They were kind enough to send me a screener. I watched it over the weekend. If you like Westerns, it's great. If you don't, I don't know what to tell you. Westerns aren't for everybody. Alan, please thank Bill. I turned around on the highway, and I'm driving 10 miles in the wrong direction to go get Mr. Hero right now.
You're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
That's very good.
Mm-hmm. Tia, who, of course, is 314 on the blacklist, is not pleased with me because she texted I should get the hot buttered cheesesteak, and I responded, I ain't getting the hot buttered nothing. And, I mean, do you know who you're talking to? I mean, Tia has been listening to the show forever. And still, hey, Alan, go for the hot buttered cheesesteak. No, thank you. Again, they don't need me, right? They don't need me. It's very, very popular. People love Mr. Hero. And why not? But again, I can't say because I've never had it. I should go right in there.
Mm-hmm.
There's one literally a few minutes from my house.
You can walk to one from here, too.
Oh, from here?
Yeah, there's one over
on the east side?
It's actually right down the middle. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Across from the casino?
Mm-hmm.
By Wahlburgers?
No, it's on that street, though.
It's on that street, like down closer to Euclid.
Closer to Euclid?
Euclid,
really?
Ontario,
like tucked away by the... kind
of by, you know where Jake's, the deli is in the corner?
It's in there?
To the left of that.
Yeah. Okay.
If you're standing at Jake's facing the casino, it's like 2 doors down to your left.
Well, then maybe I'll walk down there one of these days.
No, you won't.
Let me ask you this. Do they have a Polish boy? Because then I could kill two birds.
They don't.
Oh.
But
well, why do you say it like that? I don't know. Don't get aggravated with me. I'm asking questions that you guys have concrete answers to. I don't know. So they only do hamburgers.
And like deli sandwiches, yeah.
Ah, but no Polish boys.
No Polish boys.
Okay. I'm just asking because that's what put Cleveland on the map in the culinary sense, is the Polish boy. I wonder who the very first Polish boy was that they were named that after. I don't know. They go, hey, Vaclav, get over here, and what do you call this sausage sandwich? I don't know. You guys ever engage in floor time? I was reading the thing, hey, even if you're an adult, don't lose out on floor time.
No.
The only time you know what floor time is?
Laying on the floor?
Yeah, lie on the floor. Yep. Everything needs...
Like tummy time for a baby?
Yeah. Everything needs a think piece written about it now. Everything it needs to have a name. And floor time is perfect for adults who just want to chill out. feel like this is more a thing for people who probably live alone. I don't know how many people who have a house full of people are getting quality floor time. But I did this over the weekend. I had been spending a lot of time outside doing outdoor things. I had been doing a lot of stuff in the garden and in the lawn, and it was very, very hot over the weekend. And so I had gone inside just to immerse myself in air conditioning, and I just laid on the floor, just flat on the floor for a little bit of time.
On a hardwood floor or tile or carpet?
This was on carpet. You know,
not even the same.
We have one room in our home that has carpet in it, and I laid in there. Not even the same as the hardwood floor. Well, I don't know.
Like if you're hot, laying on like a tile or a hardwood floor is like real nice.
Or like a cold,
a carpet might make you more
unforgiving
sweaty
tile. Yeah.
Or itchy.
Yeah. Well, you might be right. I mean, I just didn't. I didn't think about that. I wanted to go into the coolest room in the house, which is the lowest room in the house. So I went in there and got myself some floor time.
Dude, you know, think about it. I had floor time yesterday. Actually,
This is what I'm saying.
I cleaned my entire apartment, and it has been hot here too. But the humidity here is miserable. I mean, like 80-90% humidity every day. So I had the windows open and like fans going while I was cleaning the house, and we haven't turned our air conditioning on yet because they're huge. They're like industrial size. They're mounted into the walls because this place used to be a daycare.
You still have the commercial air conditioning.
Yeah, because this place used to be a daycare. So it's raining, it's 80 degrees and raining, and it's hot and it's humid. And I turned on the air conditioner for the first time, and that thing was incredible.
It's like an jet engine, probably.
It was insane. Our apartment's not small. It's like a 1,200 square foot apartment. I turned the one in my bedroom on and the one in the living room on. 20 minutes, our entire apartment was cooled by like 10 degrees. But after I closed the windows and turned that thing on, I did that. I just laid on the tile floor, let the coolness encompass me.
Right. It's like a blanket.
It's like you're hungover again.
Yeah, kind of. Just sitting in front of a fan trying not to throw up.
God, there is nothing
really
better.
nice.
As awful as you feel when you're drunk and puke adjacent or you're getting ready, there really is nothing better than falling asleep on that cold bathroom tile floor, right?
I haven't slept in a bathroom in so long. I was like, is it the best?
I did it about a year ago.
Then you wake up and your neck and your back and everything is so stiff.
It's not about when you wake up. It's about before, when you just want to die and you're like, at least this feels good. This cold tile feels real good on my body that won't stop just pushing stuff out of me.
See, I'm not a puker. I hate throwing up. Even as a drunk, I hated throwing up, and it would be.
Well, we all hate doing it, but it's usually
better to do it than not do it.
I know that. I would have to be so beyond myself to throw up.
It's also it's largely involuntary. That to me is the most fascinating thing about you. In the deepest of your drunk days, is that you weren't vomiting all the time.
No. I wouldn't let myself. Even in my drunkest states, I wouldn't let myself.
Why didn't you apply the willpower it takes to suppress vomiting to the actual drinking?
Well, because, I mean, what are we doing there? One of those activities is fun.
I see. Yeah. Well, listen, some people are into puke.
Yeah, dude, it takes so much for me to puke. Like, even if I'm sick, like with the flu, I mean, I will suppress it. I will take as much anti-nausea medication as I can until it is like my body forces it out.
Oh, yeah. I'll never vomit if I'm like ill or something. But on the rare occasion that I do, it's because I have had way too much to drink.
Alan, should we do it now?
Vomit right now?
No. I sent you a Mary X. It
Come
seems
on.
like the
Oh,
proper
yeah. Do you want
time.
to see Mary X?
Yeah.
Is it throw up?
Yeah.
Come on, dude. I don't like throw up.
Oh, come on. It's fun. The guys, let me...
Where am I I'm on a delay, so where am I looking?
I just texted it to you, so you watch it on your phone when Alan says play.
All right, hold on.
You tell me when you're ready. This isn't Cleveland, is it?
No, this is just...
I was going to say.
Someone just sent me this on Instagram.
For a second, I thought it was fake because something about it
ready.
looks... Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. It's a guy crossing... Okay, I'll tell you. It's a guy crossing an intersection. He's crossing at the light, and there's a bunch of cars stopped. And he can't stop projectile vomiting as he's walking. Start it.
Oh.
There you go.
Are you okay?
No, I can't do this.
It's almost over.
Look at that. It's like this guy's pumping out clam chowder.
Oh, you didn't put Mary in with it.
We can hear her. I mean, doesn't it look fake? I mean, what did this guy have?
How many times to get
Imagine if you were at that stoplight and this guy is crossing the street, just ripping puke.
That's fascinating to me.
How did he do that?
I know, it looked really fake. And so the whole video, I'm watching it a couple of times, and I'm looking for the old Chris Farley tube in the sleeve, and he's wearing a short sleeve shirt, I think.
And it's opened.
Yeah,
it's open, and
oh my God, no.
And like you see him, like
he's got the stuff's dripping from his nose and his mouth.
Oh, so bad.
And he seems fairly. This is not his first rodeo. This guy's very nonplussed by the whole thing.
I don't feel good at all.
Okay.
You don't understand how weak of a stomach I have for that. My nose is running. My eyes are watering. Like, I can't, dude. I can't.
Like, the fact that he's just walking doing it, too.
Yeah,
like,
it's just
he must be hammered.
He's like, I got somewhere to go. I got places to be.
I'm not going to stand still and vomit all in one place. Oh wow. Pop the cap on that one. The launch sequence has been...
does not feel good. I hate it.
So, are you worried at all that you said you hadn't turned your air conditioning on yet?
Uh-huh.
Do you have any indication of what those, what kind of electric bill those industrial air conditioners are going to?
Well, they told us, that's why we haven't turned it on yet, is because they told us this eats up electricity, like really bad. Like this is
hey guys, FYI,
serious.
it's going to be $1,000 a month.
Right. So they were like, only use it if you have to. Unless you got it like that, then only use it if you have to, kind of a thing. But yeah, I was all sweaty from vacuumed, swept, and mopped. Cleaned every surface. Like I deep cleaned my roommates out of town, so I deep cleaned the entire apartment yesterday. So with 80 degrees and raining, it was disgusting in there. And I was like, I don't care, man. I'll pay.
Like
Even if it costs me $50 for this 1 hour of coolness, I'll do it.
So
I love that I don't have to pay utilities.
You have so you clean your room obviously, and then like the rest of the apartment except her spot. How do you do that when she's gone?
Yeah, I clean the living room, the kitchen, the bathroom, all of it.
That's very nice.
Not that she doesn't clean, but Brian has ingrained OCD cleaning in me for the last 2 years. So I'm like, she'll like vacuum, but I don't know that I've never seen her sweep or mop.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't mean she doesn't do it. I've never seen it. And I know she does not clean the bathtub. That I know. I'm the only person who does that. So,
doesn't scrub the tub.
Not at all.
What are you guys leaving a ring or what?
She is. Yeah. Well, she uses fake tanner. She uses self-tanner.
Oh.
And so she uses it like every day.
She doesn't shower? She's taking baths?
No, when you shower, and that's the other thing I had to talk to her about. Remember when I told her to please start cleaning your hair out of the drain?
Yeah.
So she'll like have hair in the drain and then wash all this fake tanner off. And then I'm assuming she's just, I don't know if she's just standing in it or what, but there's definitely like, orange fake tanner scum and hair in the tub every time she takes a shower.
Wow. Fake tanner scum.
Yeah.
Well, that's no good.
It's gross.
Happy Memorial Day to the fake tanner scum.
Yeah.
Oh, God. So then you get in there and you got to get like a Mr. Clean scrubber or something?
That's why I keep one in
Some
there.
melamine? Yeah.
And I thought maybe that would be like hey, use this. Like when you see it in there.
You got to hang it on a rope or something so she gets in there and uses it. And
I don't know.
wow.
But I didn't know how much. I haven't had a roommate in so long that I don't know how much of that would be like nagging or annoying.
Well, that's why I was asking. I mean, obviously, I have a wife and a child, but as far as like a roommate as a single guy, I had that for like 6 months.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know how. I don't really know how to approach that still. To be like, hey, and I don't want to be like aggressive, but there's part of me that's like, I kind of want to show her. I want to be like, hey, look at this tub. Is this what a clean tub looks like to
Hey,
you?
look at your tanner scum.
Right.
How about this?
Does the tub look like this after I shower? Because it doesn't.
Make it into content, then she'll be like, okay, let's do it.
You got tag her in it? Just post a video talking smack and tag her in it. But yeah.
Alan, I had the conversation with my wife about once a week about cleaning her hair out of the tub. I just clean it out. I don't.
And that's
I'm not
what
having
I've been
conversations
doing.
with people. I just pull the hair out of the thing
That's what I've been doing.
Yeah. It's not that big of a deal.
And usually once a week, like she's wiped down the counter with like a Clorox wipe. I've never seen her clean the dining room table, but I do that once a week. And that was the other thing when I was cleaning the dining room table.
See, she knows she's starting to get the rhythms, and she knows you'll do this.
But here's the other thing. So it's my dining room table that I cried over when I bought it during COVID. I don't know if you guys remember how emotional I was when I got my dining room table.
It was a big move.
It was.
For you, yeah.
And so it's that same dining room table. And when I was cleaning it yesterday, I noticed there was like drink rings, there 2 of them, and I was like, in the wood.
She doesn't respect wood, Alan.
It didn't come out, dude. I was like really mad.
Put down a coaster for God's sake.
I was pretty mad, like to the point I almost took a picture of it and texted it to her. But she's like home with her family, and I didn't want to do that. Like I'll just talk to her about it when I get home. But I'm like, dude, you can't do anything about this. Like I'm not gonna get my table refinished because you refuse to use a coaster. Or you're just not thinking about it. You know, she kind of just bops around.
She doesn't know what an asset that is to you.
It is an asset.
That's what I'm saying. She doesn't understand.
So she gets home tomorrow, and I'm going to be like, hey, dude, you got to use a coaster because I spent a lot of money on this table, and it means a lot to me, and I don't want it to be all messed up.
Yeah, that's just a conversation you can have.
Yeah.
I'm sure she won't look at you strangely at all.
It's just hard for me because I don't want to feel like I'm being her mom or like it's her house too, but also like respect it, you know?
Respect my furniture.
And
my
we have
tables.
a coffee table I don't give a crap about. I actually bought the coffee table off your ex-wife when I moved into my divorce apartment in 2017. End of 2016. So I'm like, I've had it for
You're
8
welcome.
years. It's old. It's busted. It was old when she had it. Yeah, put as many drinks on there as you want. This is like a nice table, you know?
Some audience members are suggesting that you should clean half of everything.
No, because then I'm going to get annoyed
And
that
then
it's only
see if
half clean.
there's a bright white line down the middle of everything. Yeah, that's just hurting yourself.
Yeah.
That ain't hurting her.
And before me,
She's not even going to notice.
Before me, she lived with a girl in her early 20s, like 23. So I can't even imagine. I think she was the one kind of keeping things in order in that household. And
But now she's taking
now she doesn't have to.
She's passing the baton
right
to you. Hey, I wanted to, by the way, shout out to who they refer to as the most arrested man of all time. I don't know how they possibly were able to ascertain this, but this guy is a Kentucky legend who has passed away. A guy named Henry Earl. And he was arrested more than 1,500 times. And he has passed away at the age of 74. He had a good life, boy. Really good life. Think about that. This guy's getting scooped up every single chance he got. They have audio of him getting sentenced for his 1,000th arrest. And the judge gave him 1,000 days of jail. The judge sounds like Morgan Freeman, but I'm being told it's not.
For your anniversary, we'll give you 1,000 days. Doesn't
he sound like Morgan Freeman?
Wow, yeah.
For your anniversary, we'll give you 1,000 days. Don't you think that's appropriate?
No, sir. It's a lot of time.
It's a lot of time, but you can do it.
No, sir, I can't.
Well, just do the best you can.
No, sir.
Well, we'll see you Thursday and see if you like it then, okay?
1,000 days. This guy's been living in a nursing home outside Lexington, where he racked up the majority of his arrests. He was always scooped up for, like, public disorder crimes, right? He wasn't breaking into cars or anything. This guy was getting drunken disorderlies and all kinds of stuff. He had spent 6,000 days total in the county lockup for things like public intox. Sometimes there were some violent crimes in there, too. But they refer to him as the world's most arrested man. He was first busted in 1970 for carrying a concealed weapon when he was 20 years old. And then his rap sheet just got bigger and bigger from there on. His last arrest was in 2017 for public intox. He has passed away. They have not identified any surviving family members. But Henry Earl, a legend there in the Bluegrass State.
My friend is from Lexington, Kentucky. He's a comedian. He actually shared this on his story yesterday. and was like telling a story about how they were in the drunk tank together. He was like, I met this guy once. We were in there and he was bitching about only.
It was like meeting a celebrity.
Yeah, he was bitching about only having fruit to eat. Like they both got scooped up on a DUI or something like that. And my buddy had a bologna sandwich and they traded. That was the story. Is he's like,
I want to have fruit.
Yeah, and he was complaining about what BS fruit is in general. And my buddy's like, you want this bologna sandwich? And they like traded like at lunch, like in the cafeteria.
You got to ward off scurvy.
Right.
What was the fruit, did he say?
I don't remember. I just went to go check his story again and it's not there anymore. So, but he
well,
definitely posted about it yesterday.
R.I.P. Henry Earl. I got to take a break. If you want to send a text, 35192 to get me there. AlanCoxShow.com is where you'll see the pictures, and you can listen anywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
Rover's Morning Glory.
Here's a news story about it.